All right, last problem. In this one, we are going to look at solving quadratic inequalities. So we looked at solving absolute value inequalities in Unit 1, and we reviewed intervals. So this time we're going to solve the quadratic, and we're going to write our answer as an interval and an inequality. So first step is to write it as an equation and find your roots, okay? So I am going to say f of x equals, because I'm making this an equation, x squared plus x minus 6. I'm going to factor it because we're looking for roots, so I'm going to factor this. So I need an x and an x, and then I need a 3 and a 2, and my 3 needs to be positive, okay? So this tells me that I have roots at x equals -3 and x equals +2. Okay, second step, use the roots in order to divide the number line into intervals. Okay, so let me get a number line. And I'm gonna mark my 0. I need a root at -3 and I need a root at +2. My interval or my inequality is less than, so I'm going to do open circles where my roots are. And now you should be able to see I have 3 sections, and I'm looking at the 3 sections in between my roots. So I have one here from -infinity to -3. I have another one from -3 to +2, and then I have my third one over here to the right of 2. Okay, now we're going to test a point in each interval. So remember, the whole point is to find where it's less than 0. And less than 0 is the same as a negative. Okay, so we're looking for these values that are going to be negative. So to test a point, okay, so -3, I have to be to the left of that. So we're going to test -4. Okay, so we're just going to plug it in here. So x squared, -4 squared, plus x, so that's a -4, minus 6. Okay, and -4 squared is 16 minus 4 minus 6. 16 minus 4 is 12 minus 6, and 12 minus 6 is 6. So this region here is going to be a positive number. Right, let's try one in between. Well, 0 is in between -3 and 2, so I can check f of 0. So 0 squared is 0 minus x, or plus 0 minus 6. And this is going to equal a -6. So this region here is going to be negative. Okay, and then we will test something to the right. So I can test +3. So f of 3 is going to be 3 squared plus 3 minus 6. So this is 9 plus 3 minus 6. 9 plus 3 is 12 minus 6 is another 6. So this is going to be positive. Okay, so all I did was plug in numbers to figure out, is my graph going to be in the positive realm above the x-axis or the negative realm below? Okay, now we are looking for the ones that are less than 0. So we're only including the negative intervals, which means I am going to keep the one in between. So as an inequality, I need to be in between -3 and 2, and I need to use the less than symbol. Okay, and then if I'm going to do intervals, I'm going to use open circles on both sides because both of these ends are less than, and I'm going to say -3, 2. Okay, now in order to verify this in Desmos, you are going to go in here and you're going to plug in your equation. So f of x equals x squared plus x minus 6. Okay, that gives me the graph. And then I am going to plug in my interval, which I need to write as an inequality. So -3 is less than x is less than 2. Okay, and what I'm looking for is to ensure that number one, where my roots are, that is where my dotted line is. The dotted line, remember, it's dotted because it's less than. So the shaded area is my inequality. Okay, and then the purple line is the curve for the x squared plus x minus 6. So you want your roots to match up, and then we want to make sure that the part of our graph that is shaded is what we're looking for, okay? And so this is supposed to be the negative. My x-axis is here, and this is definitely the negative, okay? And then if you are asked in order to find this for evidence, you can screenshot this and insert it right here. We'll resize it so that it fits in the space nice and neat. You could even verify your roots before you screenshot it. Okay. All right. So I have some check your understandings. Those are coming next in the activity. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see you in class.